There comes a time when a man has to look deep inside of himself and look in the mirror to wonder, what has he done with his life? But that day isn't today. Hey guys, Pigcake here. You might recognize me from my popular YouTube channel, Pigcake. Today, I'm talking about my brand new project that I've been hyping called Behind the Back. This project is going to include 5 tricks that all give the impression to the poor spectator that they have all the control when really you are in control the entire time. All the tricks take place either behind their back or underneath the table, and everything is thoroughly explained, so you don't have to worry about anything other than looking decent and putting on deodorant. There's even a card trick that doesn't involve you touching the deck at all. What more can you ask for? You get 5 amazing tricks, you get everything you need to know to blow minds today, and you get to support one of your favorite magic creators. Oh boy. In this very video, I'm gonna show you guys a trick that I didn't even include in the project, but that you could use as a little bit of a taste test, as a little bit of a sample piece, so that you could be a little bit more enticed to pick up the project. So click on the link for more information after watching this video, and you'll be having spectators hold cards behind their back in no time. So the reason I decided to dedicate an entire project to stuff that takes place underneath the table or behind the back is because it adds another layer of impossibility. When a spectator is holding a deck and they make all the decisions apparently under the table or behind their back, they feel like you can't do anything. They feel like they have all the control, like they have all the power. But really, I think we know better. And this is one of the tricks that illustrates that purpose profusely. So for this, we have a normal, ordinary deck of playing cards, and we tell the spectator that in a moment we're going to hand them the cards, and you want them to reach into the deck and pull out any card they want, turn it face up on top of the deck, and then give the deck a solid cut. Now they're going to do this under the table or behind their back, so not even they know what card they turned over. So there's no way that I could ever know what card they turned over. So you hand the card to the spectator, hopefully after some sanitation, and the spectator turns over any card they want. They put it on top and they cut the cards. They then bring out the cards and hand them to you. Now here, you do your best sort of Uri Geller impression and you go, 2 of hearts. Of course, this is an impossibility. The spectator turned over the card behind her back. You had no control, but yet when you spread the cards, you notice that there's only 1 card turned face up, and it just so happens to be the 2 of hearts. A miracle by any standard. So for this particular trick, you don't need much. You just need a little bit of a setup and you'll be ready to blow some minds. So for this, you grab any card that you want. Let's say we're going to be predicting the King of Spades, and you're going to turn this card face up and put it 4th from the bottom of the deck. So you grab any deck you want, you put the King of Spades, and you put it 4th from the bottom of the deck. That's your setup. So now this goes in the card box and you're ready to do this absolute miracle. Now keep in mind that this is a card that you know ahead of time. So it's very easy for you to maybe have a prediction in your pocket, or maybe you take out a little folded piece of paper and you hand it to the spectator to have them place it in their pocket. You're going to instruct the spectator that they are to go and reach into the deck anywhere they want, turn a card face up, and then give the deck a cut. So you give the instruction very clearly to the spectator and you mime what you want them to do. So in this case, usually I would avoid spreading the cards because you're going to have the spectator do this behind their back or underneath the table. So you don't want them dropping the cards. So you have to be very, very clear with your instructions. So for this, you tell the spectator that in a moment they're going to put the cards underneath the table or behind their back. They're going to reach in, turn a card face up on top of the deck, and give the deck 1 complete cut. And you show them the actions that they are about to do. Of course, when the spectators do this, they're going to turn over any card, they're going to put a face up on top, and they're going to give it a cut. But if you notice, you clever cats, what this does is that it places your setup card above their card. So when you spread the deck, the first card that's going to be shown is the King of Spades. If you keep spreading, you are going to see the Ace of Spades. But if you're clever, you would have realized that you're not going to give that opportunity to the spectator because they're never going to see the Ace of Spades. So this is how we get about that. We have the spectator complete the actions behind their back or underneath the table. they bring out the cards. You do whatever sort of gesture you want, or you could take out your prediction and show them King of Spades ahead of time. And now when you spread, you're very careful because you could spread 3 more cards and they're not going to see any face-up cards. So now you could just show very cleanly the King of Spades. And if you want, you could even use your sneaky thumb to push off an entire sort of block of cards and spread to the bottom to show that there really isn't any other face-up cards in the deck. So now you could show your prediction. And with that, you have a very clever card trick that you could do anytime you want to impress a spectator, and hopefully you might get a number out of it, or you might even finally get a chance to hold hands with somebody else that isn't yourself. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you there at the Behind the Back project. You get performances, you get explanations, you get final thoughts, you even get little bonus moves thrown here and there. If I were you, I wouldn't even wait for this video to finish. I'd be on that website already. I'd be clicking off of this video and jumping on there like I'm some sort of tiger in heat. But for those of you guys that have stuck around, you could use the code PigcakeSecret to get 10% off for only 48 hours. You're going to have 48 hours to pick this up at a discounted rate that those other suckers that didn't even bother to stick to the end of the video are going to miss out on. So, oh boy, you should consider yourself special. Well, anyways, I'm going to go figure out different ways to use a see-through umbrella as a way of hopefully preventing my body from receiving acid rain.